Alright, Raider Nation, what is up, Raider Nation? I need to make this video right now. It's imperative. It really is, because with this whole situation, it's moving quickly, really quickly. Like, I just came back from school, home from school, and like, all day I've read that, you know, Antonio Brown's going here, going there, and I know I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I've made a video on this channel last. But I have to make this video now. It's imperative. It's imperative. It really is. So, you know, by making this video right now, the news could break right now across my screen. And if it does, you guys get a live look at my reaction. But Antonio Brown, as you know, it came down to 3 teams, it seemed like. You know, that's what they were saying. They said the Raiders, the Redskins, and the Titans. And I obviously went through that in my last video. And, you know, originally I said that I didn't want him to be a Raider because of his disgruntledness and it wasn't going to work out with Carr and it was just going to be a mess. Well, now, you know what, man? I've thought about it a little bit and now I kind of changed my opinion. Why? One, we need a wide receiver. We need anything, okay? 2, we got the leverage out of all the other teams to do this deal. And 3, Derek Carr's already said we'll welcome him with open arms. Okay? As long as the leader on our team is happy, for now, okay. Alright, so, you know, I know that the Steelers are trying to clamor teams for that first-round selection. And the Raiders are the only team that has more than one. Okay, so that should already give you a hint. Yeah. Now, a report also came out this morning from NBC Sports that the Raiders offered the Steelers a second-rounder and a fourth-rounder. If I'm the Steelers, I would take it. But then, also, breaking news came out last night that the Buffalo Bills and the Steelers were finalizing a deal, and there was a few things that needed to be worked out. And I'm over here sitting like, the Bills? Why the Bills? Like, the Bills, where are they in the talks? Apparently, according to Ian Rappaport, he said the Bills were stealth in their mission to get him. So I'm guessing it probably would have been their first-round pick, because obviously Steelers want first-round pick. But fear not, Raider Nation, because I guess this morning, Antonio Brown had posted fake news on his Instagram a few minutes after that went through. Okay, now it's also interesting because I guess he somehow got into contact with his agent, and I guess he told the Bills and Brandon Beane, their general manager, that he was not going to report to the Bills whatsoever. So because of that, they backed out of the trade and said we're moving on to bigger things. In fact, let me show you guys this right now. Whoop. Oops. Oh, no. So, yesterday, it said at 8:43, breaking news, Steelers closing in on the trade to Bills. Pittsburgh is close to trading standout wide receiver Antonio Brown to Bills. And I'm sitting here like, what? Why the Bills? He's going to a worse team. He's going to get made fun of. Yes, it's in the New York market, but what do they have down there besides Josh Allen? He could have had Nathan Peterman throwing passes to him, but now Nathan Peterman's on the Raiders. Lucky him. Huh. And then at 4:40 this morning, I woke up and I read this. Bills no longer involved with Antonio Brown trades. Buffalo Bills GM Brandon Beane. We've had potential discussions, but ultimately it didn't make sense for you to say. Hey, okay. So, like I said, I would enjoy. I mean, I would love to have Antonio Brown. Who cares anymore? I don't care. I mean, think of it this way, Raider Nation. If the Raiders were pluckered into giving the Steelers their first-round pick, even if it was 27, okay, I wouldn't mind it. And I know that we need to get younger and that we don't need this kind of personality on the team, okay? But it makes too much sense. And considering the fact that we need a number 1 receiver, because right now our number 1 receiver is Seth Roberts, and that's not going to work out. Considering the fact that we need a number one receiver desperately. Okay. Yeah, considering that we need a number one receiver desperately, we would basically be filling out one of our needs with that first round pick. So basically, we would have selected Antonio Brown again. Well, he would have been selected again by a team. Okay. So yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't mind it at this point. Just let him have it. You know what? Screw it. Call it a screw. But then, here's how you know it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen, which is why this video, as I'm saying right now, is very imperative to make at this very moment in time. So, Antonio Brown, Mr. Big Chest, as he likes to be called now for some reason. He likes to be called Mr. Big Chest for some reason. I don't know why. You know, that's Antonio Brown. He's stupid. Regardless, he wants to be called Mr. Big Bucks. He also made this video. Now, I was in the middle of math class, and after I got a moment after I finished doing my work, I decided to look through all this and see what was going on. So then this video came across, and there's some hints here, okay? He said he'll be announcing his team in a little bit, in about the next 24 hours, okay? So let's watch this. Look at some hints. Look at some hints, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got the black and gray on already.
Now stop it there. Got the black and gray on already. Black and gray on. Black and gray. Who's the only team in the NFL that has black and gray? Huh? Oh, wait. That's right. The Raiders. So, I think it's going to happen, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if something came out tonight.
Hello. Yes, sir. Yes,
Look at all those Raiders fans. The Raiders. Look at his hair. So he said he's going to announce his team in a little bit. Now, it's not confirmed that he's going to the Raiders at all. Okay. But here's the interesting thing. He says, I'm going to announce my team in a little bit, all right? Okay. If in this scenario where he was talking to the Raiders and John Gruden, how is that possible? That's considered as illegal tampering with another player. The tampering window doesn't open up till the 11th of this month. So technically, how is that possible? That's tampering. I don't understand how that's illegal in NFL rule books, basically, pretty much. So that's what I kind of was kind of saying. But then we remember John Gruden. He is very intertwined, and he has a lot of circles in this league. For all you know, he probably got into the phone with somebody and has it already set in the books, which I'm thinking he does. But again, I could be wrong. So, also then this, Antonio Brown has told people he thinks he'll wind up with the Raiders. He probably already knows. So, all right, here's my proposed deal for Antonio. If I'm the Steelers, I call the Steelers and I go, I'll give you a second, a fourth, and Kelechi Osemele. Now I know that Kelechi Osele's been just a bolster on our offensive line, but if the Raiders trade him, we'll relieve $10.2 million in cap room. We already have 72 going into the offseason, but we want more. Okay, so I know that we'd be taking a lot bigger of a cap hit because I think the cap hit we'd be taking if we were to get him is like $21.2 million. And I also know he wants a new contract, so that's even worse. I don't know, but I'm telling you guys, Antonio Brown's going to be a Raider. I'm telling you. Mark my words. I'll come to you guys as soon as it happens. I promise. All right, Raider Nation. Time will tell.